Welcome back to the second part of this assignment, the Professional Development Resource Creation Assignment. I'm Janet Dills, and my topic is the strategies used to assess ESL students, a content-related instructional issue. So one would ask, why is this important? ESL students are growing in number in the classroom. And to meet the needs of all students, you have to start meeting the needs of these students. Leaving them out is not enough, at least in my opinion. My experience with ESL students, I have taught ESL students for the last 3 years. My team has always been the ESL team. The other team has the ECE team in our school. So I have been learning how to best accommodate my ESL students to assess what they have learned in various ways, in different ways. And as the years have gone by, I have developed my strategies with the help of both JCPS and the ESL resource team, my classes at IUS, my grad school classes, and just my research on my own, trying to find new and inventive ways to help them. So a lot of it is just putting myself into their shoes and trying to figure out, okay, what would help me if I was in their shoes. So one of the resources that JCPS and the ESL department provides for us is this great little laminated handout that you see on the screen. And it's 8 key practices to support English learners in any JCPS classroom. It is probably one of the most useful reminders that I have ever been given. It's convenient. It's probably one of the best infographics that I've ever seen. It's just very useful. So when I am creating things and when I am deciding to do things in the classroom, I use this and I refer back to it on a weekly basis when I'm creating lessons. Just to take a look at it, so you've got creating that safe environment in the classroom. I believe that that's one of the things that I've done this year. I've totally changed my whole classroom look, and it's definitely creating that environment. And you saw that in the previous video. Use big idea, plan instruction. This one is, I have this whole vision of my students doing these project-based learning scenarios, and ESL students really thrive in project-based learning. So we have a green screen project where they create their own internet content videos about different civilizations and aspects of those civilizations. So the students are conducting research, they are learning about the content, they're creating content tools, and they're learning how to do that all with technology, using a green screen, using Screencast-O-Matic, using TouchCast, using iMovie to edit, using Google Slides to create storyboards, using Google Drive to share it with their classmates so that they can all collaborate. These are all skills that my ESL students are fluent and picking up and at a very quick pace. And by creating these projects, they are meeting the standards. They are showing me that they know um, what a civilization is, what makes up a civilization, uh, and they are really just telling the story of different civilizations. If you look at number 4, it's incorporating visuals and organizers. I think this comes into play a lot, and it is extremely important for ESL students. Seeing is huge. Hearing things is even more important. Having them read to them, or having a reader, and um, having clear expectations and those organizers, and so that they understand exactly what is required. So a lot of the tools that I use have those aspects built into them. And later on, when I show you some of the tools, you'll see how that stuff is incorporated. Having technology allows this to happen on a more consistent basis. And again, that consistency is going to really drive home a lot of the content. So number 5 is, I think the biggest thing in number 5 for me is in ESL students is that creating the background knowledge, and that vocabulary is very important for ESL students. So we focus a lot on vocabulary. We do a lot of interactive assignments and activities that deal with vocabulary and what, not just what the words mean, but what does it look like? What is the real world applications of those vocabulary words? Number 6 is a really easy one. A lot of our activities are collaborative activities. Um, Interaction with not only the technology, but interaction with each other as groups. Again, we do a lot on Google, and their ability to share one document with all of their group and work off the same one, or whether they're working on another one of our tools like Nearpod or Pear Deck. When I go over those, you'll see how collaborative those are. And for ESL students, specifically, it gives them extra support um, to hear what their peers also have to say. And I mean, they enjoy it, and that's the other big thing with all of these tools that I have chosen to use with my ESL students. They enjoy them, and I think that's what's making them so successful, because they are fun and they make learning fun. This truly is one of my favorite resources that I've been given. Then I really do refer back to when I am planning. So again, when looking at why this is important and meeting the needs of ESL students, in the way we assess students, you just have to be really creative. And that goes back to how well you are um, versed in all the different ways to modify assignments, how you can accommodate. And to me, I think technology has made it so easy to do all of these things. So that truly is one of the biggest factors in that I am a one-to-one classroom. I have this constant technology in my room. Not all teachers can do that, and I understand that, but more and more, even our building is moving towards a one-on-one as a building and not just individual classrooms. And as much money as that's being put into ed tech over the years, one of the articles that I was reading is stated that $6 billion in 2015 was dedicated to ed tech apps and development of new products. So it is, it's there. I understand that some teachers are very apprehensive to use this technology because they just don't understand it, and the time it takes to learn it and adapt it to their teaching styles um, is a change. It's hard, but it's really beneficial to the students. Your life might be in a little chaos in the beginning when you start changing over. Um, like mine has been for about the last year and a half. But I feel like as of right now, I am in a happy place with my classroom and my students and the way I teach and all the things I use because I have really spent a lot of time researching what works best. I've been doing a lot of trial and error with tools and looking at the results and seeing what my kids respond well to. And I mean, the technology tools that I am about to go over with you are some of the, in my opinion, the best you can do use with ESL students.